Born to marry royally.
A man who is checking his watch and telling himself, just 59 more minutes, and I hit the highway.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much. No. That's it. That's it. Thank you very much. You know, I'm glad you people are in a good mood because I just got some, I thought, very interesting news. As I was coming up here to do the show, I happened to see an item that came across one of the news service wires. Screen legend Greta Garbo came out of seclusion earlier today and announced that beginning July 1st, she will be the official spokesperson for Hardee's. Who has Andy's driver's license at this point? We have a gentleman from Kansas. Thank you, Bill. This is this man. Andy, what is your last name? Carson. Andy Carson, and you have a Class CD license. What does that mean?
That's car and motorcycle.
Car and motorcycle? Not that you're able to operate a CD in your car? Although for you, maybe a little advanced. And this is from... All right, everybody give me your license. This is an arrest. And you're from where in Kansas?
Fort Scott.
Fort Scott, Kansas, and you wanted to share this photo with America. All right, here is Andy's driver's license photo. Where do you want this, Hal?
Camera one.
All right. Andy, you look a little too happy for the photo. Had someone just pinched you? Is that what this is? Just a little too cheerful here in the picture. And, okay, no, that's all right. Well, take my word for it. All right, now, we'll get this back to you immediately following the show. All right? Nice to have you here. You enjoying your stay in New York?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll change that. You don't have a hotel?
No.
Well, where are you staying?
Just around.
$1,000 says he's living in that seat. Now, we'll get you a hotel. Wendell, fix him up after the show. Stay with Bill and his wife. On second thought, you're better off in the seat. Come on. No. Speaking of family, I have, I don't know, do you have family problems? Over the weekend, I get this call. The FBI and the Indiana State Police busted into my mother's house there in Indianapolis and confiscated 2 crates of counterfeit Batman T-shirts. So... Well, I guess by now everyone knows that if Pete Rose is found guilty of betting on Cincinnati Reds baseball, that under the laws, the bylaws, the statutes of Major League Baseball, he will be banned from the sport for life. But I don't think people understand something else. If he is found to have bet on the Cleveland Indians, under Ohio laws, he is legally insane. So that's I don't know. Hey, we got a good show. Is this...
Thank you all so very much. Thank you. How are you, David?
Good. How are you? Did you have a good weekend?
I had a nice time. Stayed out of the sun.
Oh, yeah?
You know? Yeah. And you?
Well, go ahead. Ask me what I did.
What did you do?
I painted a Batman logo on my car.
You
I couldn't be
crazy
happier.
nut.
No.
You've always gotten carried away with fads.
Yeah, I think I have a touch of Batmania.
I think you do.
Let me ask you a question about this tie.
Yeah?
You know anything about ties?
Yes, I do.
All
I
right.
know something.
Hold that thought. Let's do this first. Turn on the music, boys. Here we go. Let's bring it out. Is it ready? Oh, here it is. How long have you worked for the Wax Museum? Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow, it smells great in here now, though, doesn't it? Man, does that smell good.
The sommelier is upset.
Yeah, I'm
Isn't that what
sorry.
he's called?
You all right, Shecky?
Okay, Dave.
Anyway, back to the tie. What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think? How much do you think this tie costs?
I think that's an expensive tie.
Expensive meaning what?
I think it could be a $75 tie.
All right, let's do
How
our
much was
top
it really?
10.
I got it, didn't I?
Huh?
75.
No,
Right?
no.
Not as much as 75.
Well, 65.
Well, it's a good look. $65.
I just didn't know ties cost that
It's
kind
a
of money.
good-looking tie.
Shecky, what'd you pay for your tie?
35 cents.
35 cents, Shecky says. Okay, it's the first full week of summer here in New York City, and we thought, what better time than tonight than to give you folks across America a little quiz about life and activities and the energy and the pace that is New York City in the summertime. Paul, music for this? It's our New York City street quiz for the summer.
Start spreading
Okay, that's
that
plenty.
news.
That's plenty.
That's
Thank you
all
very
I
much.
got.
Have you seen Batman yet?
No, I haven't. I mean to see it, though. I've been
Have
meaning
you
to see
seen,
it.
what do you call it? What's the other, Indiana Jones?
I haven't seen that one.
You ever see E.T.?
Entertainment Tonight?
No, where they...
Oh, the movie.
Yeah,
no,
well,
I don't go to too many movies.
little space monkey comes
That
down and...
thing comes down, yeah. No.
Okay,
Did you see Batman? Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet. The lines have been so long.
Yeah.
But I'm planning on seeing it.
Huge grosser over the weekend.
Oh,
you know.
big blockbuster.
Biggest in history.
Hey,
I
it's a
think.
blockbuster.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our first quiz question. This man, boy, that wine smells great. Do you drink?
I've been known to take a cocktail. What about you?
No, I don't want to see guys over there on the floor later. That's what I want to see. Here we go. Number one, this man earns his living. This guy right there. There he is. A, collecting cans for deposit. B, returning carts to the market. C, giving rides to city kids who think this is a pony. Number two, if this man right here, this guy, if he does not wake up in a couple of hours, he will A, get a parking ticket, B, miss an appointment, C, be named a New York City Employee of the Month. What he'll do there. Number three, just this morning, this out-of-town couple was saying, A, let's go to the Empire State Building. B, how about some shopping? C, we wear the outfits today, yeah? That's what that was. We wear the outfits today, yeah? I practiced for an entire week to get that. Number four, this man hopes to finish unloading before A, traffic cop asks him to move. B, it starts to rain. C, the owner returns. Number five, these guys are taking a break from A, demolition work, B, carrying furniture, C, performing surgery at Bellevue. I have giant ants now. A week ago I had worms everywhere. Now I have giant ants.
Ants in your house?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, giant black ants. You've seen them? Where do you have them?
All over.
Really? But you live in the city, don't you? They're all over the city?
I carry them with me.
Oh, you travel with the giant black ants.
You can use an ointment for that, you know. Gets rid of it. Yeah.
Number five we've done already. We've done number five. What are we doing? Number six. Here we see A, friends chatting. B, co-workers on a break. C, the worst Samsonite commercial ever. Huh? The hell, it was censored. It was blacked out.
Wait a second.
It was that awful, we had to black it out.
Wait a minute.
Number seven, this Yankee Stadium sign can also be found A, in Shea Stadium, B, at Madison Square Garden, C, on the Exxon tanker Valdez. Number eight. This young man dreams of becoming a big leaguer someday. A, so he can play in Yankee Stadium. B, so he can make it to the All-Star game. C, so he can meet Margot Adams. Okay, here we go now. The crowd is intoxicated by the fumes of wine. And finally, number 9. Have I forgotten to do something, by the way? Was I supposed to do something else? We're right on time? Are we really right on time?
Right on time.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, right on time. Number 9, this man right here.
Yeah.
This man. Yes, Paul.
I know who that man is.
Who is that man, Paul?
It's Johnny Laundry.
Johnny Laundry.
Johnny Laundry. Carries laundry all over town. Join me now, kids. Johnny Laundry. Johnny Laundry. Johnny Laundry. You can't keep Johnny Laundry down. Johnny Laundry down. He traveled this land, this crazy land. Wake up, little Susie.
Johnny Laundry. We'll do a commercial. Front, I painted the word Batmobile, and then underneath, Dave.
And what's that crazy dance you've been doing all around the office today? Not the bat dance, is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Here it is, top 10 reasons now. Our top 10, what are they? Top 10 list from Oklahoma City. Top 10 reasons not to suspend Pete Rose from baseball. Have you been following all of that, Paul?
Yeah, I've been keeping track of it.
It's a
little
mess,
bit.
isn't it?
It's terrible.
Yeah, and who suffers?
The public. And
Exactly.
The viewing audience.
American baseball fans.
Fans all over.
Yeah,
That's what
thank
I was
you very
trying to
much.
say, yeah.
Top 10 reasons not to suspend Pete Rose from baseball. Number 10, really young gamblers need a role model. Number 9, 10 million Pete Rose wigs already shipped to Hall of Fame gift shop. That would be a hot item. Number 8, if suspended, might reveal identity of San Diego chicken. Number 7, he kept his promise to kid in hospital. I'm putting $50 on today's game for you, son. Number 6, might go play baseball in Japan and develop commercially viable superconductor during the off-season, which would increase Japan's ever-widening economic supremacy over the United States. There, right there, that's the one I'm voting for, number 6. Number 5, he bet $5 grand they would suspend him and will make $50 grand at 10-to-1 odds. Number 4, no casino greeter jobs currently open. Number 3, baseball needs that professional wrestling pizzazz of being fixed. So you enjoyed that one, did you? Okay. Number 2, how can you suspend OTB's Man of the Year? And finally, the number 1 reason not to suspend Pete Rose from baseball: betting slips, fingerprints, handwriting, telephone records, sworn depositions. Come on, let's see some real proof. The special accomplishments, they are also superb magicians. Their new book, I have one right here, is called Penn and Teller's Cruel Tricks for Dear Friends. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to this program, Penn and Teller. Good to see you. What are you guys doing this summer? How are you spending the summer?
Oh, well, we got 2 more weeks we've been touring for 10 months, and then we got 2 more weeks in D.C. at a theater there, and then we're going to hopefully take a little bit of time off and think for a second.
This was the Broadway show and the off-Broadway?
The Broadway show has been touring around. Just
wildly successful wherever you go?
Wildly, unbelievably successful wherever we go.
How many suits like this do you guys have?
I think we have about 6 or 8 each, and then we also have 2 extra ones for the specially messy things we do.
I see. Well,
and you can see that we're not wearing them now, so you're safe.
So it's trouble-free wardrobe for you guys.
Yes, it is, absolutely. We never decide what we're going to wear. Never have to. Our ties don't cost no $65.
All right. I was stunned.
We buy them in bulk. Yeah. See, that's your problem. Wear the same tie all the time, buy like a gross.
What amazing things are you going to do for us here tonight?
Well, first, just to kind of pimp the book, we want to show you one thing out of the book. And Cruel Tricks for Dear Friends.
It comes all sealed up. Why is
Well,
that?
that's because it has a lot of gimmicks built in with it, and also the introduction is in the middle of the book, and there has to be a warning on it and stuff. We'll share one cool thing, because we explain every single trick in the world, how it's done, right here in the book.
Right there in the book.
We'll just flip through here.
All the illusions currently used by
Copperfield,
magicians,
everything.
It's all
explained right here. But see, because you wouldn't want to leave all that secret information out on your coffee table, we've coded it. And then we have these glasses you can wear. And when you put the glasses on, Dave, and you flip it, it'll look the same way to the audience. But when you flip it now, see, you will see it in large, easy-to-read print.
Oh, yeah.
See that?
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, Dave.
Well, thank God for the glasses here.
Yeah,
Because
but they also...
I have to get my ears adjusted.
And also, we're very happy because we designed those special, and the person wearing them looks stupid, and they look
Hey,
great.
what are you trying to pull here?
Well,
Okay, now.
what we're upset
Hey,
about.
look, that was right here the time
right
we dumped
here
the cockroaches.
we have how to drop 500 cockroaches on David Letterman, and step number 5 is get booked on the David Letterman show. Yeah. So I imagine you'll have a lot of people coming on and dropping vermin on you.
Step.
Fifth step. We have something that they banned out of the book.
Okay.
They said this was too dangerous. They wouldn't print it. So we'd like you to boycott all Random House books except for Cruel Tricks for Dear Friends until they promise they'll put this back in. This is the trick they said was too dangerous. Let me show you this here.
What is that?
This is a little pill box. We bought this because you get paid the same amount no matter what guest you are on this show, but we have a prop budget. So 45 bucks of Letterman's money went to this little pill box. And we have some beans. There's a couple navy beans. And we wanted to teach kids at home how to do this trick. We're going to show it. And if you write in and complain enough to Random House, I'm sure they'll put this in. Now imagine you're at a party, Dave, and you're trying to impress somebody, and you haven't got any more jokes left. You use them all up on TV.
Story of my life, by the way.
Here's a little trick you could do. Now watch closely. Now the sinus passages of the back of the throat and the eye are connected. And watch how this. They wouldn't let us do this. Said it was too dangerous. Watch this. You're going to dig it. Watch. Gets better. It's stuck. There we go. And you can learn to do that in our book. If you buy our book and complain, you'll be able to do that. They banned it. And there was another one they banned, too, Dave.
Oh, man.
They said too dangerous. They said it'll form a little snot pearl in your sinus.
Okay, that's good. We'll do a commercial here, and you have more.
We have one more that we got.
It looks like a
lima bean.
A lima bean, all right.
And
kids
if you would
should not do this, or should do this.
Well, we wanted kids to do it. If they write in and get this book, they'll write
What
your
am I
name.
writing on here?
Write your name on there. Then there's a head of a pin we can put the Lord's Prayer on when you're done with there, Dave. You write your name on that bean.
This is the first legume I've signed.
And I want you to make sure you'll recognize that bean again.
I think I will.
Now we have we also have a wrist rocket. Now these wrist rockets, it's a slingshot essentially, and the slingshot is illegal in New York City. It's illegal in many other states. We're going to include it with our book, and the fact that it was illegal kind of bothered them.
It comes with the book, or that was your original.
That was the original idea. They didn't allow us to.
All of this has been banned.
And we'll take this marked bean and we'll place it in this wrist rocket right there. Now, if you would, Dave, be kind enough to examine Teller's mouth. Make sure we have no metal pieces there or anything like that, okay?
Give me just, all right. Give me some rubber gloves and something.
Okay. Now we'll just do it like this, and maybe I wanna. Okay, you all set?
Now wait a minute. Do you want anything here? Should I get? Oh my God! No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Further out of the way there. Now this is what they banned. We were going to teach people. And can I have a drum roll, please? Okay, we're okay. He's fine. He's fine. Just spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Now, Dave, is that your bean? Is that your bean? Turn it over there, Dave.
You turn it over.
Is that your bean?
Yes, it is.
Show him the bean.
It's a miracle. It's mine. There's my name.
Dave's bean. Cruel Tricks for Dear Friends.
Oh, my God. Color, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. You've done it again. Outstanding job. Nice to see you again. Have a good summer.
I'll take two of them out, you take one. Better get, you take two, I'll take one.
Lethal Weapon 2. The magic is back.
And man, that magic is lethal.
Rated R. Starts Friday, July 7th at a theater near you.
Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Wait right there. Hang on. Pete? I thought I saw him. Apparently I was wrong. You know, last week on the program, I had my cholesterol tested, and it came out high. I think I was high of the bunch. 265.
Yes, you were.
Morty, what was yours? What was yours, Morty? Spit it out. 260, Morty's was. Mine was 265, and we decided that this was way too high, and we needed help, so we immediately got somebody to come in here and counsel us on what the problem might be. She is a nutritionist, an exercise physiologist, and she is from the American Health Foundation. Here now to answer all our cholesterol questions, Janine Barone. Janine, are you back there? Hi. Nice to see you. Did I pronounce your last name correctly? You're a nutritionist, a physiologist, so you know all about this stuff.
Sure do.
How's your cholesterol?
It's actually pretty low. It's 170.
170, and they think 200 is about what it ought to be?
You want to keep it below 200.
Yeah, what if it's really, really low? Is there danger of too low a cholesterol
Well,
rating?
actually, vegan populations, which are people who don't eat any meat at all, they have very low cholesterols, and there's no indication of
They're
health
okay.
problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it forms naturally in the body.
Your body makes it because you do need it. It's just too much.
Sure.
That's the problem.
And at the end of the day, when you come home from work, you might find some in your hat. It just forms.
You just never know.
That's right. It just forms naturally like that. Now, the problem, I guess, with cholesterol, show us on this model here. This is, what are we looking at here?
Okay, why don't we look at a healthy artery to start?
Let's
So
look at a
we'll
healthy
take
artery.
all these
Sure.
out.
Take all of those out of there.
Okay, this is a healthy artery, and hopefully that's what your arteries look like when you were first
Right.
born. But
Now-
then eating cholesterol through your whole life, things change.
Now, are they about this size, actually, Janine?
That's a little bit big, Dave.
Because my coats have been fitting a little snugly lately.
So you think this might be your problem?
My arteries are a little big. But this is a healthy artery right here.
Right.
Yeah, and
this-
then what happens?
Well, over time...
Over time, but it begins immediately, like 2 years after you're born, cholesterol starts building up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It starts as a child.
Sure.
And people
What-
tend to think it doesn't start until you're
What did I
adult.
just say?
Yeah. It starts as a child. Gradually, the opening of the artery gets smaller and
Smaller,
smaller until...
There you have it.
And then you know what develops.
This is a problem, then heart disease and
Oh, there goes your artery.
yeah, all kind of stuff. So, and 265 is a little high.
I'd say.
All right, so-
240 is the cutoff, Dave, for high risk for
You know, it
heart
used to be,
disease.
mine used to be 245 or 250, and then it jumped up to 265.
And what do you think happened? Why did
Well,
it do
I don't know. You're the doctor.
Well, actually, Dave, did you change anything in your
No,
diet?
No.
More stress in your life?
No.
Smoking more?
No, I don't smoke at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes...
Very much. So now you're gonna ask me questions about my diet.
Well, actually, why don't we look at some of the foods in the typical American diet before we go over your diet?
What a coincidence. We have a typical American
There
diet.
we go.
You know, but I got to tell you something, Janine. It's embarrassing because when I found out about it, I've kind of been watching my cholesterol sort of unofficially, and I went to breakfast Sunday morning,
Right.
and the only thing on the menu that I could eat, I ended up having to make myself a tomato sandwich.
And you didn't enjoy it too much.
No, I
did you?
did. I enjoyed it, but I just
Oh.
thought, well, this is stupid because, you know,
But
there's
there are
like...
so many other choices.
Okay, what is this stuff here?
Okay, we've separated this tray out into the typical American high-fat, high-saturated fat, and high-cholesterol foods. And whole milk.
Whole milk right there.
Okay. Pastries made with hydrogenated oils, puddings, and, of course, the classic French fries, meat products like ribs. Tasty looking, don't you
Now,
think?
if you and I had dinner, you wouldn't be touching my food, would you?
Not unless you wanted me to.
I see. I just noticed you just jumped right in there and wanted to touch all of it. Just had to have your fingers on every last little bit.
On the other side of the tray, on the other hand, we're finished with this side.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
These are
God.
the foods that are lower in fat and higher in fiber.
And you got
Like
this in a
beans.
novelty shop, didn't you?
It
This
looks
is
like I did.
those little joke things you buy.
people wonder where did they come from on my table. We have popcorn. This has
Popcorn,
no
of course.
butter on it because if you put butter, then you're back to the other
You're
side of the
sky
tray.
high, sure.
Carrots actually are good in lowering
Carrots are good,
cholesterol.
aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Apples can lower cholesterol. They all have the type of fiber that can lower cholesterol. And this is what we'll be talking about later: oatmeal or oat bran.
Oatmeal, okay. Later is here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, now.
It's now later.
It's very late. We want to remove our artery
Put
here.
the artery back. Okay.
Okay, so what we did before is we looked at your diet. We had
My
you fill
diet?
out a typical week
We're out
or
of
so.
time here. But what you're suggesting is more of the good kind of fiber.
Well, we're saying more oat products. And
Oat
what I did
products.
is I baked some muffins for you.
Muffins? All right. Very sweet.
This
Very
has enough fiber in it. If you eat 2 oat muffins a day and oatmeal in the morning, that should lower your cholesterol by about 10 to 15%.
Now, when should I have it checked again?
4 to 6 weeks. No sooner than that.
Okay,
6
now will
weeks.
you come back when we check it again to see how
Sure,
I'm
I'd be
doing?
glad
okay,
to.
Good. Thank you very much for your help.
Okay,
I'll enjoy the muffins. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you. Janine Barone. We'll be back here with Carol. Those muffins, by the way, are not too bad.
Oh, good.
Yeah, pretty good. They have oat bran and raisins in them.
Cholesterol-lowering muffins.
Yeah, I feel it lowering now. The other thing I'm doing about my cholesterol is I'm just praying to God it goes down. I think that'll help.
Definitely help.
Our next guest is a very funny woman and also a good friend of ours. This woman will be performing at the Punchline in Charlotte, North Carolina from July 13th through the 16th. Ladies and gentlemen, just back now from appearing with Frank Sinatra, the lovely, the talented Carol Leifer.
Just great.
How's your cholesterol?
I don't know.
You should have it checked, you know.
I should.
But I'm guessing yours is probably right on the money, perfect.
Well, also, I get enough calcium, too, Dave.
Well, good. Does one offset the other or something?
I'm not sure, but, you know.
Okay. Tell me, Frank Sinatra, how did this happen? How did you get the gig? What was it like?
How did I get the gig?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Dave, his people spoke to my people, and, look, you know, some things are not for you to know. You know, but,
10 lousy bucks. Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah, he spends more for that on gum in a day than... So tell us about it.
It was great. It was like, I have the picture of the marquee over there. Couldn't believe it.
This is from Bally's Casino Resort in Las Vegas.
Fabulous Bally's, yes. Look at that. I got billing. Is that like the greatest?
Okay, let's see. Here's Frank Sinatra. There's Carol Leifer.
Look.
And who's down here? Who are these people? Oh, this is Catch a Rising
Right,
Star.
that's the comedy club.
Comedy club.
But that's what's important. That's really important right there.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that incredible? Because, you know, a lot of people in Las Vegas.
You know, your billing, Carol, I don't want to discourage you, but your billing here with Sinatra is just a little bit bigger than the billing that musical director Steve Bayer gets for Catch a Rising Star.
Oh,
See, right there,
look, Dave,
Steve Bayer is right
50%.
there. Oh, but, you know, okay.
It's still better. But you know what? Also, he would bring me out for a bow every night, which
Yeah.
was like the greatest thing.
So you would open, you do your material, and then...
I would do my little comedy routines, and then he would be right there as I walked off, and then he would bring me back out, which was like the greatest thing.
And did he like you? Did you talk to him? Did you develop a friendship?
Yes, we spoke. We played bocce ball between shows.
No, you didn't.
We had a great time.
No, you didn't. You didn't do that, did you?
No, it was great, though, but he would bring me out. He would go, Carol Leifer, come on, come back out here, take a bow. And he said, funny girl. He said...
Did
He did. And then he said, I wish my mother had been that funny. I wouldn't have had to work so hard.
Yeah.
The summer wind came rushing in from across the sea.
And did the audience laugh? Did they like you?
They were a great audience. Because, you know, I did Atlantic City since I saw you, and that was, like, really hard.
It's tough?
Yeah, I played Caesars. Gee, Dave, you really think that's what Caesar had in mind?
I don't know. I don't know. What, you there?
I came, I saw, I doubled down. And they have all those... they have all those statues of him all over the place. Caesar looks so miserable.
Yeah.
You know, like, maybe you're confusing me with Bacchus. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. And, let me know if you want a muffin.
Okay.
Did you just got in last night?
Yeah, I flew in last night.
Right.
Yeah. There was a fly in my plane. Which I always think is so weird. You know, the poor fly looks so confused, you know, like, wait a minute, Newark? You know, 10 minutes ago, I'm in a Cheetos bag at a picnic.
And now Newark.
Yeah. I saw that movie Clean and Sober on the flight.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Batman, you know.
That's right. Yeah, I don't really remember too much. You know, I was pretty wasted at the time.
That's not true. That's not true, is it?
That's not true?
You weren't wasted at the time.
Well, that's what we kind of call a joke.
Yeah, I know. I know, but sometimes I need verification of that. You know, so have you been on the road since we last saw you?
Yeah, I was working I did an all-male military academy.
Where was this?
Yeah, VMI.
VMI, yeah.
It was great. Yeah, it was all 3,000 guys and me. But you know what the great thing about it was? I'd go there, and the guy that picks me up at the airport, I said, you know, have you seen me before? And he said, no, we've never seen you. They just wanted, like, a woman around.
So based on that, that's how the booking was made?
Yeah, I felt like Tina Louise.
And are you continuing to travel? I know you worked on a boat. You did a TV show on a...
Yes, I did a Showtime special on another cruise ship.
Yeah, when will this be on?
This will be on August 19th, yeah.
Was that a good experience?
It was great. Now, you've never been on a cruise, right?
Well, that's not true.
You have?
When I was 16, me and some guys went to Nassau.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Well, when you're 16 years old and away from the territorial confines of the United States, it was great fun.
Yeah. I like to go up to, like, the shuffleboard deck, you know, go over to a total stranger, whisper in their ear, mutiny, pass it around.
Yeah.
And they hit golf balls off the ship.
Yeah.
Did you do that with your 16-year-old buddies?
No.
They hit golf balls. I mean, you gotta know there's some mackerel out there that's like, what the heck?
So now tonight we've seen the confused fly.
The confused fly.
And the bewildered mackerel.
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, what? From July was an offensive lineman at Michigan State and was the #2 NFL draft choice this year. Look at this picture. This is him on the cover of Sports Illustrated, right there. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, talk about cholesterol. Please say hello to Tony Mandarich. Tony, where are you? Pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much for being here. Man, alive. How you doing? Good. Care for a muffin?
No, thanks.
Let me, you know, they say here on the cover of this thing, 6'6", 315. Is that about right?
That's correct.
Is 315 your playing weight?
About 305, 310, yeah.
Do you like weighing over 300 pounds?
Yeah, I feel confident that weight. It's a good weight for me.
Is that right?
Yeah, right now it is, yeah.
What was the last time you didn't weigh 300 pounds?
Oh, at least 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. So, but you've always been a big kid, I guess?
Yeah, I was 13 and a half pounds when I was born.
Wow. Man.
So I was a bit heavier.
Jeez, they could have drafted you then and done all right. But it says here, the best offensive line prospect ever.
In some people's eyes.
Yeah, but that must be very flattering, and also that probably creates a little pressure for you to live up to that kind of billing, isn't it?
It is, but I thrive on pressure.
Yeah. Are you from a big family?
No, just me and my brother, my parents.
Yeah. And are they large
They're
themselves?
Large. Yeah, my mom's she's about 5'11", about 240.
Yeah. Are you 5'11", 240, your mom?
Yeah, she could play. She could play in the NFL.
They could have taken you both, and been an interesting line. But now, don't be offended by this, but I have to ask you this. Now, what we see here is all just from hard work and genetics. I mean, or is this the result of taking steroids, or you don't? Do you take those, or you don't take them?
No, I don't. I talked to Arnold once, and he said you took them, but.
Oh yeah, that I took them. Yeah, I did.
But no, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of food intake.
Yeah.
The diet's really important.
Yeah. We'll talk about the diet in a second here. Now, let's talk about the Mike Tyson thing. Now, was that ever a possibility?
It still is, even more so as time goes on. It gets closer and closer.
You want to fight Mike Tyson?
Well, actually, I didn't instigate it. They instigated it with me, and you know, I pursued it. If someone's going to offer me a large sum of money to fight him, I'll do it.
What did they offer you?
About $10 million.
Now, have you ever done any boxing at all?
Very little, you know. I was in the ring with Lou Duva. He just wanted to see if I could do it.
But he's like 80 years old, Lou Duva.
He said I could do it, so...
Really? Yeah. Now, geez, now this is, so how would the training be? What would you do now?
It would change drastically. I wouldn't lift as much. I would train twice a day in the ring and do a lot of running. Are
you, like if somebody raced into your apartment in the middle of the night and woke you up, which is probably a dangerous thing to do, and said, you really want to fight Mike Tyson, what would you say?
I'd probably throw a punch or something first. I'd fight him, yeah. I'm not afraid of him.
Really? But this is a guy who's done this all his life, and you're just kind of coming into it as a hobby
he's done it all his life, but he's only 22 years old.
Right.
So he hasn't done it that long.
Man, that would be... But he could, you know, like hurt you maybe.
Yeah, he could, but then again, I could hurt him.
Yeah. So, you're all set. You're going to play in Green Bay?
If the contract goes through, but it doesn't really look like it right now.
Really?
It's pretty cold up there.
Do you want to play in Green Bay?
It wouldn't be my first choice. I think I'd either go to a New York team or an LA team.
Right. And there is a possibility now, if the contract is not settled up, then your draft rights go to somebody or a trade is involved?
Well, they keep them. They keep the rights for a year, and if the Tyson thing doesn't fall through, I go back into the draft next year.
Yeah. So you will be playing this fall, or you may
I may not.
You may not.
It's still up in the air.
Yeah. So then the Tyson thing might look even better at that point.
Right. I want to fight Tyson.
Oh, jeez.
I do.
What kind of a guy does it take to sit here and say that? Jeez, I just want to get my cholesterol down, and you're talking about fight Tyson. All right. Well, I guess what we have here is an example of what you eat during the course of. Is this
a day?
A day. This would represent what you eat in the course of a day. Let's start with this stuff. What do we have on this platter,
we have
Tony?
chicken, red meat, sausages, eggs, which is not really good for cholesterol, but I do take the yolk out and just eat the egg white.
Well, do you know what your cholesterol is?
It's probably too high, but I don't get it tested.
Yeah. Sure. You don't have to worry about it. And you eat that much of that every day.
Yeah.
And then you also eat this much of this every day.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate right there.
And now, if you, geez, we could have a picnic, folks. Hang around. But if you don't eat this much, will you lose weight?
Yeah, that's just to maintain.
To maintain
the
315.
I would have to eat even more to gain. I don't eat that many chocolate bars.
Oh, thank God.
Put that there.
They're trying to make him look silly here with this diet.
A few bags of chips.
What kind of grades you get in school?
I was about a 2.8 student in
That's pretty good.
communications.
Pretty good. Pleasure to meet you. Whatever you do,